Hey everybody, this is Joseph, the Italian from New York, now living in rural North Dakota. Now, when I first moved here to North Dakota, I experienced some new food items that I had never heard of before, some dishes that I had never heard of before. Like, for example, here in North Dakota, they have something which is called lettuce salad, which is basically a bowl of lettuce smothered in ranch dressing. I always thought that a salad would have more than one thing with it, but that's lettuce salad. They also have something called cookie salad, which is cookies in Cool Whip and some other things. It's a salad without vegetables. Never heard of that before. But they have something that is really, really popular, which you will find at just about every church, potluck, and everywhere. People really relate to this. It's something called Tater Tot Hot Dish. Now, a hot dish is what I would call a casserole, and you know what tater tots are. So I had never heard of Tater Tot Hot Dish before. So I thought what we would, until I moved here, but what I thought we would do today is what I'd like to do is I'd like to compare the Tater Tot Hot Dish with something that I grew up with, which is called Pasta Primavera. So let's head to the kitchen and we'll do some cooking. Here we go. Okay, we're here in the kitchen, and now what I have is I have a recipe book. This is a church recipe book. It's called Treasured Recipes. It's from the United Methodist Church in North Dakota, Devil's Lake, North Dakota, actually. And what this is a collection of recipes by members of the church, mostly the women of the church, and they put it together and then they use it as a fundraiser to try to raise money. So in here, there's a recipe for Tater Tot Hot Dish. And the Tater Tot Hot Dish, you need some hamburger. You need some medium onion chopped. You need a can of green beans, a can of mushroom soup, and some tater totters. So I have my hamburger. I have a can of green beans. I have a can of mushroom soup. I have some onions that I've chopped up. And of course, I have the tater totters. Now, one interesting note is that the soups, the canned soups, this one has 89% of the sodium that you need for the day. This one is low sodium, so it only has 1%. The tater totters, however, have about 25% of the sodium that you need for the day. That's just with one serving. So this meal is going to give you more than the amount of sodium you need for one day, just this one meal alone. Now, what it says is what you do is you brown the hamburger and the onion together, then you place it in a pan, you put it on the bottom, and then you spread the green beans, the canned green beans, over it after you drain them, and then you put the soup, the can of cream mushroom soup on top. You arrange the tater totters, you put it in a casserole dish, you cover it with aluminum foil, and you bake it in the oven for 350 degrees for 1 hour. So let me get that started, and then we'll get back with the Pasta Primavera. Okay, everybody, the Tater Tot Hot Dish is now in the oven and it's cooking. So now we're going to prepare the Pasta Primavera. Now, for those of you who don't know, Primavera in Italian means spring. So this is a pasta with spring vegetables. But pretty much you can use any vegetables that you have on hand. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use some fresh onions and some garlic. I'm going to use some fresh zucchini that I have out of my garden. I'm going to use some fresh spinach. I'm going to use some frozen peas. I have some sweet potato, diced sweet potato, which is really nice, fresh sweet potato. Now we cook this in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to use a penne for the pasta. And then I also have some pecorino romano cheese to put on top after it's done. Now, pecore in Italian means sheep. So this is a cheese that is made from sheep's milk. But you could use a Parmesan, you could use Parmesan Reggiano, whatever you want, but just make sure you use a good quality cheese. And one thing that you'll notice that Italians, we don't put cream in our pasta primavera. That's an American thing. It's not done in Italy. It wasn't done when I was growing up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cook this, put this together, and then mangiamo. We're going to eat and we're going to see what we have. Mwah. Okay, here we are. We're back with the tater tot casserole and, of course, the pasta primavera. All right, let's try the tater tot casserole first. Oh, it's kind of soft and mushy. The green beans look kind of soggy. All right, let's give it a taste. Very salty.
doesn't really have much flavor. I guess it's very, very salty, very, very salty. All right, now let's try the pasta primavera. Look at the colors, the orange, the greens. Let me give this a try. See how we go. Okay, we got the spinach, the peas. The zucchini is crisp. The pasta is al dente. Oh, these sweet potatoes. It's nice and soft. Very, very, very flavorful. Very, very flavorful. Tater Tot Hot Dish. Pasta Primavera.
You know, one thing I don't understand is when they make the tater tot casserole, I don't understand why they don't use fresh potatoes, why they don't use fresh string beans, why they don't use fresh mushrooms, why do they have to use canned stuff? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my pasta. Mangiamo. We'll see you all next time. Be well, be safe. Thanks. And don't forget, please subscribe to my channel. And if you get a chance and you want to go watch our music videos, www.thedamasibrothers.org. So we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.